From the students of Penn State Meteorology, here is your Penn State Campus Weather Service forecast.
Good morning and happy Friday. I'm Brendan Pham here with the Penn State Campus Weather Service here with your weekend forecast. As we look at Beaver Stadium, we mainly have sunny conditions with the sun beaming in and will warm up our day substantially. Currently, our readings are looking in at around 54 degrees with winds that are pretty much dead calm and visibility unlimited from the lack of clouds and the sun just beaming in with the much earlier sunrise. And so as we look at our current temperatures, once again, we do have mid-50s around our valleys. Altoona 56, Johnstown 57. But as you can tell from our lighter shades of green, we do have temperatures that are actually warmer up in the higher elevations towards the northwestern parts of Pennsylvania. Erie, we do have 65 degrees, Pittsburgh 59, and Du Bois 55 degrees. And so what's allowing for this temperature change with higher temperatures up in the ridges is this thing called radiational cooling, in which I'll get to in just in a second. As we look at our temperature change from yesterday, we are actually much warmer. Yesterday's highs were only reached into the mid-60s, but today's will reach closer to 80 degrees. And so our current temperatures right now are temperatures of what we saw around 12 o'clock yesterday. So it should be much warmer today, reaching closer to the mid-80s. Look at our wind speed. We are pretty much calm at State College with single-digit readings, Harrisburg, Williamsport, and even Philly. Once again, this has contributed to what's called radiational cooling, where there's a temperature inversion. Colder air sinks towards the bottom, and that warmer air rises up to the top. And what you get are temperatures that are much warmer above the ridges and cooler in the valleys. And so that's why we're seeing much warmer temperatures up and towards the northwestern parts of the state with this calmer wind. And as we take a look at our radar and satellite, we pretty much have nothing, with just a few clouds streaming in from the northwest. Otherwise, we do have mainly sunny conditions to start off our day, but conditions will change to potentially generate some T-storms that might pop up through the central portions of Pennsylvania. Now, as we look at the broader scheme of things towards the national view, we do have this big cold front moving through towards the eastern parts of the United States and this large low pressure system really generating that snow out towards the Midwest, I should say, near Minneapolis, North Dakota, and such. Otherwise, we're pretty much quiet across the rest of the country. But this cold front will move through towards the western portions of Pennsylvania by tomorrow morning. And so as we look at our future radar, we do have, once again, those thunderstorms potentially popping up throughout the day from that daytime heating. Once again, look at those temperatures, 74 in State College by this evening, 81 in Williamsport, and 84 in Harrisburg, and Philly also in the 80s. So we will get that daytime heating that might feel some storms, but they shouldn't be too strong. And then as we look at your Saturday morning, we do have that cold front that will be moving through the central portions of the state and eventually moving through the eastern portions of the state through the evening on Saturday. So it will be quite a heavy rain at times, but it should not be long duration since it is a cold front and is rather linear or skinny. And then as we look at your Sunday morning, we should have clearing conditions, but those clouds might stick around as we do have a northwesterly flow bringing in some of that moisture and much cooler temperatures that you can see behind that cold front. 43 degrees by Sunday night, and 39 in Bradford, and 50 down in Williamsport and Philly as we have some of that natural heating from the southeastern portions of the state. Now, once again, with that severe weather outlook, we do have a marginal risk of thunderstorms out in the northwestern portions of the state with that cold front that will be moving through later this evening and into tonight. Otherwise, for today, we just have a couple spotty thunderstorms that might affect the State College region. Now, as we look at today's forecast, we should have temperatures around the mid-80s, potentially 85, maybe a couple degrees lower. But again, there are chances for an isolated thunderstorm with that southerly wind bringing in some of that much warmer air and moisture ahead of that cold front. As we look at tonight, we should have mainly cloudy conditions ahead of that cold front, meaning that those thunderstorm chances should dwindle. But as that cold front approaches, rain chances should increase back up again towards the morning hours. And so as we look at your forecast for tomorrow, we should have temperatures around the 70-degree mark. Again, those temperatures should peak around before the cold front moves through State College. But once the thunderstorms clear the central region of Pennsylvania, we should have those temperatures start to fall down into the 60s and even 50s by evening. And so as we look at your 7-day forecast, we do have much warmer conditions ahead of that cold front through Saturday and Sunday. But as we start the work week, temperatures should become much more seasonable in nature. Our average high is just about 60 degrees, so 51 degrees, mid-50s through the beginning of the work week should be just about average, just partially below average. Then those sun chances should increase as we enter through the middle part of the work week, and rain chances should come back through as another frontal system should come back in. From the Penn State Campus Weather Service, I'm Brendan Pham. Happy Friday.